There are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
I really like the look of this guy, Foden, who, to me...
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Ball. Foden. Rodri. Now it's Goulet. Ruben Dias. Rodri. Ruben Dias. Matheus Nunes. Rodri. Haaland. Now he's off and running.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Valverde. Alexander-Arnold. And he has been fouled there. Piece of goalkeeping.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Foden. Tchouaméni cuts it out. Alexander-Arnold. Howson. Camavinga. Tchouaméni looks to the other side, is onto it in a flash. And it's Arda Güler. Güler played into space. Stones can get it clear. Bob. Tchouaméni. Güler. Valverde. Alexander-Arnold plays it in. Looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. He's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
It's really well cleared. Oh, they could be caught out here. Rodri clears it away. Here's Güler. Vinicius Junior! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Bob. Vinicius Nunes. Bob. And here's Haaland. And here's Haaland. Now it's Bob. So who's he picking out? He takes a shot! Ruben Diaz plays it short. And it's Reinders. It's lofted through here. And the ball is out of play. Camavinga. Played towards the other side. Alexander-Arnold looks to get on the end of this. Goulet. That's really well manoeuvred. Mbappe! It's off target and by quite a way.
Mbappe clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
And it's played forward. Ruben Diaz. Vardiol. Vardiol forwards and with intent. Foden. Reinders. And here's Savinho. And he's lost his... Savinho! Oh, split-second reaction.
Savinho is offering a right smile there.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. That is lovely. Vardiol. Now it's Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. Ball's played through. Valverde. Ooh, can he get onto this? Calmly anticipates. Rudiger. Alexander-Arnold. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the...
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Cleared away. Stones shifted upfield.
Really looking to do something that's simple here, Peter, but it has to be effective.
How exactly can they do that?
Well, they're tucking their fullbacks into midfield to enable their more talented personnel to push forward.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Valverde. Great run on the overlap here. Get into the middle. Oh, surely! Good challenge. Excellent challenge. Foden. Vinicius Junior. Ruben Diaz gets over and intercepts. Bob. And here's Haaland. Now it's Savinho. Now it's Haaland. Vinicius Junior. Always onto this. Ruben Diaz, aim forwards. Reinders, gently done. And it's Rodri. Oh, a delicate chip through. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's heaved it away. Traumeri. Guardiol gets across to intercept that. Savinho. First quarter of an hour gone. 0-0 still. No lack of chances though.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
On time, excellent interception. Foden. Reinders. Moved on forwards. Foden! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Howson gets it away. Savinho's cross. Oh, smashing header! He's delivered all right! There is the breakthrough! It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Now he's wondering who wants it. And he's managed to get free. Delivered in. That's going to go a long way. Great defending, strong and determined. Haaland, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. He's found the way through. Up he goes! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Reinders. Out to the left it goes. Could be danger here. Camavinga. And it's Arda Güler. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Güler. Foden shifted upfield. It could be in here. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Vardio. And it's played forward. And here's Savinho. And here's Savinho. Foden. Bob. Camavinga did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Howson. That's really well manoeuvred. Valverde. That has been cut short. Foden. Reinders. Haaland. Now it's Bob. Oh, sweet feet. Out to the right. Muscular approach does pay off here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He is through here. So what can they make of this? Bob. Aim forwards. Rudiger makes the interception. Driving on, a real charge here. He's looking unstoppable. Looking for a decent ball in. Oh, it's played into the area. Savinho. Tchouaméni wins the duel this time. Mbappe! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, let that be a lesson for them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Defending, but that'll do. Howson charging forward down that flank. Stones with the clearance. And it's Camavinga. Now it's a decent chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Güler really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Vardio. Savinho. Foden. Howson producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Vinicius Junior. Camavinga. And here's Kun, and the shot! Sticks it away! You don't keep those outs. He just knew.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
And here's Savinho. Guardiola. That had too much on it. Camavinga. Tchouaméni laid out to the left flank. Clearly not happy with that. Ruben Dias. Ruben Dias chooses to go cross-field. Stones gently done. Oh, Red, nice interception. Tries a deft little ball. Is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Haaland. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Howson. Camavinga forwards and with intent. He's got plenty of space out wide here. This is quite a run, and he's not done yet. That's the keeper's ball. Foden. Rodri. Matheus Nunes. That's really well manoeuvred. That has been knocked clear. Out towards the flank. Guardiola. That's tidy. A chance to play it in. Savinho. Foden. And here's Haaland. Haaland! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Haaland clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And he's there to clear it. Tchouaméni, aim forwards. Valverde looks to get on the end of this. Ruben Dias shifted upfield. Mbappe proves too strong. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Stones gently done. Guardiola moved on forwards. Howson cuts out the pass. Camavinga. Vinicius Junior. And it's played forward. Valverde. Stones forwards and with intent. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe. That's very neat. Vinicius Junior. Rodri. Matheus Nunes. Stones. Vardiol. Camavinga. And here's Goulet. Valverde! And for a moment, time stood still.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Reinders. Played in with purpose. Reinders. Reinders' cross. And it's Arda Güler. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Reinders. Rodri. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Mbappe. Ruben Dias does really well to win the ball there. Ruben Dias played over towards the opposite flank. It'll be a throw-in. Alexander-Arnold. And here's Goulet. Savinho, gently done. Chouameni. Nicely intercepted. Foden. Now that's well seen too. Bob. And that's a throw. And it's Arda Güler. And here's Mbappe. Foden. And the counter is on. Ruben Dias. Stones. Stones shifted upfield. Valverde. Chouameni. That's a cute ball. Oh, great tries a shot! Oh, can he get onto this? Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Camavinga. Vinicius Junior. Valverde has another goal, and he's done it! Valverde at his razor-sharp best there.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Little doubt, that is a foul. That's going to be a booking.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Savinho. And here's Nunes. Matches Nunes. Rudiger getting this one clear. Can he deliver? Bob crosses it in. Courtois, long ball by the goalkeeper. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Savinho. That's a good run down the left. He is just caressing the ball. And that has been cleared. Many aim forwards. Mbappe! That is a great pick out. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Oh, what a climb! And we hit half-time. Oh, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. And we are up to the break.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And we're off again. Rodri. Vardiol. Savinho. Vardiol. Mbappe. He can get that clear. And here's Vinicius Junior, and it's Camavinga. And here's Goulet. Stones is there, and he can get that clear.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Savinho, he's got away, climbs up big! Savinho has got himself a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. Camavinga. Mbappe. Turns and goes back. The referee's awarded a free kick. Keeper's got good distance on that. Thinks one through. Brilliantly cut out. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Tries a measured ball. And he shoots! They've scored!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better. Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
This is quite a battle.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Howson. And he goes cross-field. Valverde. Oh, played through for the wide man. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And it's been taken short. Mbappe, and that's aimed into the middle. And he thumps it clear. Over to the left. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Stones. Savinho spread out to the left. And it's Reinders. Rodri. Wins the duel this time. Bernardo Silva. Savinho. Guardiol. Bernardo Silva caresses it through. Bob. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, welcome to the modern game. You get hounded as soon as you get the ball. You can't take time like that.
Natchez Nunes. And here's Haaland. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Guardiol. And here's Savinho. And he cuts out the supply. Alexander-Arnold. Moved on forwards. Played into space out wide. Ruben Dias attempts a clearance. Mbappe. Oh, shooting chance! That has been knocked clear. Reinders. Vardiol. And it's played forward. Savinho chasing after it. Rodri. That's really well manoeuvred. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Camavinga. Ball is over the line. Natchez Nunes. Bernardo Silva.
Really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
Vardiol. Rodri. Aim forwards. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Nice defending, physical and effective. Goulet is being harried and hassled.
Well, this defence...
Real chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
They've played it short. In it comes. Can he finish? Defending of the desperate variety. Vinicius Junior. Good play on the left-hand side here. He has found the way through. Now here's the delivery. Savinho. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. It's Arda Güler, and here's Mbappe. Arda Güler. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. It's a good run down the right. He's found a way through. Bob gets a mighty effort. Valverde. Play cross-field, changing the point of attack. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Played into the middle. And that has been cleared. And here's Vinicius. Goes to finish! Ruben Dias gets it away. Rodri, who does have an assist to his name. Haaland. A heavy challenge. Bob. Bernardo Silva. Reinders. Rodri. Goulet. He's got away. Oh, expected better, and so did he. Alexander-Arnold. Chouameni. And it's Arda Güler. And here's Valverde. Valverde! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Over to the left, Sabinho. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Sabinho. Guardiola. Sabinho tries to dink it through. Howson tries to clear. Savino is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the task, Peter, did he?
Looking to break at pace. Ruben Dias. Reinders. Mathias Nunes. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Howson gets it away. Vinicius Junior. Camavinga. Played back in. Bernardo Silva. To say that was an exemplary tackle, stopped him dead in his tracks. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Arda Güler. Great defending, strong and determined. And here's an
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Guardiola can get it clear. The throw. Aimed in towards the centre.
Güler made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
That has been knocked clear. Valverde. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Bob. Nothing wrong with that tackle. All won cleanly. Alexander-Arnold. Howson forwards and with intent. Oh, that's a clever looking ball. Vinicius Junior. Camavinga. Does really well to win the ball there. Now who's going to be first to this? Bob. Howson gets over and intercepts. Searching pass he's played there. And that's been won straight back. That's pretty clear, it is a foul. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. Defending, but that'll do. Howson. And it's Arda Güler. Valverde. And that pass just didn't quite work. Ruben Diaz. Played over towards the opposite flank. Matthews Nunes. Ruben Diaz shifted upfield. Bob. Now it's Nunes. Bob. And here's Reinders. He's beaten the last chance. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Savinho wins the duel this time. And here's Savinho. Bernardo Silva. And here's Haaland. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He's having a go. In he goes again! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Howson gets it away. It's Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva delivers. Güler. And here's Mbappe. Valverde knocks it out wide. Looking here to chip it through. Here's Güler. Valverde. And that's nice and simple for the keeper. Rodri. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Ruben Diaz. Oh, can he get onto this? He's going to be disappointed with that. Güler done delicately. Now that's well seen too. Savinho.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Valverde, delicate ball, and it needs to be.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Valverde. Valverde, gently done. Ruben Diaz getting this one clear. And a chance! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Müller fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Rodri. And he's away. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Out to the left it goes. Guardiol. He came in hard, very hard.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Savinho's cross. Howson with the clearance.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Matheus Nunes. Takes aim, a chance for a shot! Good movement there, but not the best of finishes.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Howson. Rudiger, aim forwards. And it's Arda Güler. And here's Mbappe. Cross goes in there. Header!
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Moved on forwards. Oh, Red, nice interception. And it's gone back to the keeper. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Ah, he's given it away. Bob. Reinders. And here's Marmouche. There's the shot! Some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
He is through here. It's a good-looking delivery. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Great defending, strong and determined. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Stones shifted upfield. Ruben Diaz. And it's played forward. And here's Nunes. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though. Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Very nicely done. Back back into the middle. Goulet played with finesse. Gets it away. Valverde! And somehow he managed to miss it. Away. And it's Alexander-Arnold.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Alaba. Vinicius Junior.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Nice interception, well timed. And they've got rid. Sabinho. Lobbed in behind.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Goes for a shot! He's hit it first time.
Well, that was inventive and speculative, but the thought process was a little slicker than the attempt.
Howson gets rid without sophistication. And he's managed to gift it back. Bernardo Silva spread out to the left. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Ruben Diaz cuts it out.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And the shot! Danger averted for now. Rudiger. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Comes under pressure and it's come loose.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Crunching tackle. Ruben Diaz goes short. Alexander-Arnold attempts a clearance. What a throw in. Guardiol. Alexander-Arnold getting this one clear. Guardiol. Sabinho. Ball comes in. And he's there to clear it.
Well,
Well, there's Rodri with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Nice physical challenge. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Over to the left, and it's Alaba. 4 extra minutes added on. Now it's Camavinga. He's shifting through the gears here. And that has been clubbed away. This interception, his positioning was spot on. And here's Mbappe. Alaba. That's a nicely weighted pass. Gone all the way through to the keeper. Sabinho, and he's managed to get free. Marmouche, and back to the keeper they go. That has been cut short. Stones. Ruben Dias, forward it goes. Bernardo Silva, played out to the left flank. Valverde wins the duel this time. Alexander-Arnold. Alaba. Vinicius Junior. Well timed, excellent interception. And that is it. There will be penalties.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So we've gone the full distance here, nothing definitive, and we will be back shortly for a penalty shootout. So now 5 brave individuals must step forward. Mbappe, first in line. And he's found the net.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
Oh, it's a really good save.
Oh, that's a super save from the keeper.
This to double their advantage. That's a good penalty. And that doubles their lead. Savino will take their second. Terrific penalty, unsavable.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
Oh, he's managed to get it through the keeper. And they're 2 up. Bob will take the third penalty.
Yeah, it's a guessing game for the keeper, and he guessed wrong.
This to put them 2 up. 2 to the good. Lest you need reminding, miss this and it is over. And stuck away with ice in his veins. Fingernails disappearing fast all around us. It is down to him now. That's won it! So in the end, they just about prevailed. All the emotional torture and travails, worth it in the end.
Well, there's really nothing quite like the excitement of a penalty shootout, and they'll be absolutely delighted to have edged it their way.